So a huge £10,000 is being pledged by the WBF Middleweight World Champion Alan Graves as he looks to sell out his homecoming match in Derby in December. And if he does sell out, then that £10,000 is a huge amount of money, will go towards a very well-known Derbyshire charity. I'm James, founding director of charity.org, home to all 170,000 registered charities in England and Wales. And I'm about to meet the man behind the gloves. Right, Alan, thanks so much for joining me. In fact, when I read your message, I was actually really disappointed because I thought that you were going to be in Derby and I'd be able to join you in some kind of training thing, and I'll be able to sort of get in the ring, do a bit of sparring, some sit-ups and stuff like that. But no, you're in Dubai, so I assume that you're getting ready for the fight.
That's right, yeah. I'm in the middle of camp, working hard out here in Dubai, in the Dubai heat. Getting ready for my Christmas cracker on the 20th of December. But when I'm back in Derby, then we can still get some work in when I'm there.
So, you are middleweight world champion, and from what I've seen, you've come into this a little bit later in life. So just explain your journey of how you've got here.
Sure. So I always loved boxing. I was a big boxing fan all my life, but I never actually participated because it's a lot of hard work, and I didn't want to do that when I was young. I had other priorities like alcohol and women and things like that. And then finally managed to turn my life around and started doing the right thing, making some good decisions. And one of those was take up boxing at a very late age of 32, 33. And then it turns out I'm all right at it, you know. I have a natural power. I also have a very good team around me. My coach had over 100 Olympic fights. And so, you know, I've got a really good team around me. I'm very, very lucky in that regard. So yeah, they managed to guide me to a middleweight world title.
So you've got a big fight coming up in December. Why is this one extra special?
It's extra special because it's in front of the home fans, in front of the Derby fans. You know, I've never even fought in the UK, never mind Derby. Obviously, I'm Alveston born and bred, so this is something I'm really looking forward to. I know what the English fans are like. It's very different. I fought in Germany, I fought in Dubai, you know, I fought in lots of places, but the English fans really get behind their own. So it's going to be 2,000 people packed in the arena, Derby City Centre, going to be banging.
So this is at Valent Live in Derby. It's on the 20th of December 2025. Now, you've pledged 10k to a charity if you manage to sell this out. So, I mean, that's a lot of money. And tell us a little bit about the charity and why it means so much to you.
Yeah, so the Derbyshire Children's Holiday Centre has been going for over 100 years, which already I think is incredible. And my own grandma actually used them about 80-something years ago. I've got a few friends, and I think everyone from Derby knows someone that has used them at some point. And, you know, being from the estate that I'm from, there's a lot of people that don't have enough money to go on holiday. So it's nice to make sure those children get that break. And unfortunately, this year, the charity hasn't been able to take any of the children away. So without some money to turn it around, there won't be any holidays anymore. And, you know, the 135-year history will be lost. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So there's actually two ways I'm doing it. So one of them is I've got a Facebook video. If people share that, for every share, I'm giving £1. So we've got many hundreds of shares already. I'm hoping for more. And then, as well as that, if the event on December the 20th sells out, I'm giving an extra £10,000 to the charity. So, yeah, it means that the people of Derby get an amazing night of boxing, world-class boxing in the city centre, and the charity gets saved as well.
I mean, it is a charity that has touched a lot of lives over the years. So, looking ahead then to the fight, tell us a bit about your opponent and what are you expecting from him?
Yeah, absolutely. So his name's David Kurtman. He's got an 85% knockout ratio. He's had, I think, like 28 professional wins, and 26 of them coming by knockout. And so he's very experienced. He's bigger than I am. And he's German as well. So it's England versus Germany once again. So yeah, he has all the advantages, but he doesn't have that home crowd. I have that home crowd, so that's going to spur me on.
And what about the prep that goes into a fight like this? Tell us a little bit about, how you've been preparing for this.
Yeah, so in August I started tapering down my foods, getting on a little bit of a diet, and then September, October, November is all 3 months of hard camp, twice a day, either strength and conditioning or boxing, sparring. So it's very tough. The body's aching a lot, but it means that I'm in really good shape. This is a 10-round fight. This is going to be an absolute war. We're going to be going at each other for the whole way, and so I have to be fit enough to be able to do that. And so then the last couple of weeks, which is December, we'll just be tapering down, making sure that I'm fit and ready, giving my muscles a bit of a break, so that they're fully 100% fit and ready to smash Kirkman's face in.
So I'm always interested in what goes through your mind. Say like you're 30 minutes away from getting into the ring. Explain to us all what is going through your mind at that moment.
You're trying to calm nerves. There's a lot of nervousness. There's not panic, but it's the alarm bells are starting to ring because you can hear the crowd. You've got to go out soon. There's another person in that ring that's been training for 3-4 months, potentially all of their life, to try and cause you serious physical harm. So yeah, there's a lot of emotions going through the brain, and it's just about trying to calm that and using those nerves, because nerves are healthy, using those nerves for energy to put into your performance and just go out there and give your best.
And what track do you pick to go on to?
So I usually come out to Sweet Caroline because it's something that everyone loves and it gets the crowd going, it starts the atmosphere. But maybe I'll do something different this time because it's near Christmas. So we'll see.
Sounds great. Well, good luck on firstly selling out the venue, and let's hope we can pack it out because it will be amazing to get that money to your charity. And best of luck on the night. I'm sure the whole of Derby will be behind you. So, Alan Graves, thanks very much for joining me, and good luck.
Thank you, James. If anyone wants to grab a ticket, it is alangravesfight.com. So thanks again, James. I appreciate it.